Hey everybody, welcome to Eagle Brook Church. It's so good to have you with us today. I want to give an update on when we're going to meet again in our physical locations. But before I do that, I want to celebrate what God did last weekend. Last weekend, we saw 325 people put their faith in Jesus Christ for the very first time. That's on Memorial Day weekend, which is unheard of in the history of our church. But it's amazing to see what God is doing right now. Those 325 people, that's not just a number to us. That represents real lives, real hopes and dreams, and people with a real soul that needs to be connected to Christ. That is our church's mission. And so I just want to remind us that as we begin to talk about when we're going to meet again, we are not going back to church. We are the church, going back to a physical building. The church is not brick and mortar. The church is flesh and blood. It's people. You are the church. As we talked about how to meet again during COVID-19, the question we kept coming back to was, what's the wise decision? What's the responsible plan? What's the plan that allows us to do our mission? Because we're a mission-driven organization. What allows us to love people in our church and also love those who aren't in our church? So here's the plan. In June, we are going to relaunch Quest 180, which is our addiction recovery ministry. This is a matter of life and death for those who have an addiction. We are also encouraging our church to gather in small groups. We do not want you to be isolated or alone. We want people in your life who are encouraging you, so gather together with your small group. You can still join a small group or other people in your life who can build you up in your faith. Then in July, we're going to get really creative. We're going to have a few mid-sized gatherings. We've talked about things like a drive-in experience. We've talked about something outside or indoors at your campus. We'll give you more details on that as we get closer. Then in August, and this is the part I'm really excited about, we will begin to meet together again in our physical locations. I've been hesitant about setting a specific date because everything was changing so quickly. But now I feel it's time for a direct plan and clear communication. And so we are targeting the weekend of August 15th and 16th to meet together again at our physical locations. Now, of course, that could change as the climate of the world changes. And as always, we will have online services for anybody who feels immune compromised or uncomfortable attending. But August 15th and 16th right now is our target date to meet together again. We feel this is the wise plan. We feel it's a responsible plan that allows us to love people who both attend our church and don't attend our church. Now, you may disagree. You may say, boy, that's way too early, or you may say that's way too late, and I just want you to know that's okay. It's okay for us to disagree about issues. But Jesus said that his disciples would be known for their love. As we disagree about political issues or issues in the church, let's do it in a tone of love. That is my prayer for our church.